bonsoir. I'm the Mademoiselle, and ça c'est deuxième Chanel moi. And as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to do another KrikKrak. When I say Krik, you guys comment down below crack, especially because a lot of y'all be acting like you have nothing to comment. So now you have something to comment. Comment down below crack. Happy Haitian Heritage Month. For those of you guys who do want to send a story, please do so by sending to this email right here, not my business email, because I will trash it. Now, I think this might be a follow-up story. Nope, this is not. But this is a very, very long story. So get your tea, get your snack, get everything you need. And also make sure you guys keep the description box for everything you guys always ask me about down below. And if you guys are interested, I do dance content on Instagram every May that is related to Haitian culture, heritage, and specifically Haitian genres. So please make sure you guys go tap in and follow for that. And yeah, let's get into the story. Hello, Yvana. I just wanted to start by saying I appreciate you and everything you do. You're a boss. Thank you. That was so sweet. That was nice. I like that. Okay, this is off to a great start. I am sharing this with you because my ancestor said that it's time I share this and get rid of all my receipts so I can finally let this shit go and heal emotionally. Like, really heal. And not just say, I don't give a fuck. I know you changed the names anyway, and this is easily researched because it made the news. Shook the whole community, honestly. Let me get real comfy. Hold up. Let me... What? Ciao. So, story time. I grew up with this girl named... Wait, is that the real name? All right, that might be the real name. I'm going to change the name. I grew up with a girl named Ashley. We were so close, it was like having a sister for a best friend. We even thought we were twin souls, or I guess you meant twin flame? Oh, I guess twin souls are a thing too. At one point, because we were so similar. We lost contact when we went our separate ways after high school, 2013 to 2014. But got back in touch January 2021. I had a friend like that. It didn't work out in the end, but that's not the point. When I say I was willing to do anything for this girl, I even saved her from a narcissistic man boy of a fiance. Wow, we have the same life. What is going on with these stories that I'm reading today? I even saved her from her narcissistic man fiance. We're going to call him Damon. When he threatened her with her own gun. Yikes. After that event, I jokingly told her, if you want to be in love so bad, why don't you join me and Cam? You invited her to your relationship. Why do people think that this makes sense? Like, it never helps. It never helps, especially if you already know the person. Like, if you gonna be doing that poly stuff, you gotta find like a neutral, don't know them, found them at a bar type of person. Because if you already have relations, like in terms of like that's your best friend and you're bringing them in, or your cousin, I don't know, people do weird stuff. It just never works out. Like, I've never heard a positive poly story. Like, it don't matter if they've been together for 2 years or 20 years. Eventually, shit just does not go well. Okay, go watch Sister Wives. Yeah, go watch that. TLC. You'll be like, what the hell? 18 seasons worth of shit. And we all seen that shit go downhill for 18 seasons. Or is it 19? It's a lot of seasons, but that's not the point. I'm bisexual, so my husband and I are polyamorous. Never imagined that she would take me up on it. She broke up with Damon in early December of 2021. We became a throuple. I already know this is not going to end well. Once a week, she and I would go on a date. Then she and Cam would go on one. Then all three of us together. Okay. It was nice until she started getting interested in my craft. Please don't tell me you trained her to be a witch. Don't. I'm an eclectic witch, so I study all occult forms and get selective about what I practice. I stay away from doing dark magic, especially inside the house because I have kids. You brought kids into this? Child, this is a lot. She came in at a time when I got the courage to finally study the Guatica and the Jinn. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. She wanted me to teach her what I know. I hope you didn't. I already had been studying magic for 3 years at that point, so I advised her to start basic. Learn the meaning of crystals, herbs, colors, numbers, tarot, divination, etc. No, it starts with ancestor work. It starts with knowing from where you are and where you come from and then going from there. But hey, I understand people have different ways and reasonings of doing things. But That's a lot. That's a lot to start with, because the crystals and the herbs alone got a lot. Like, a lot that go into it. So that's interesting. I wonder how she fared with that. Even told her to work with angels or something first while you learn cleansing, healing, and protection spells. She tells me that she will, but 3 days later tells Cam that her guides gave her the go-ahead to work with demons. I'm like, oh, really? Now hope you are good at shadow work, because if you're scared of your own shadows, those demons will laugh at you. She was not good at shadow work. Yeah, the thing was with the whole demon work thing, right? From what I understand, yes, I've met people that do demon work. It's a whole thing. It's weird. It's not as elaborate as a lot of people think it is, and it's not as, how do I explain it? It's not that complicated. Okay, and it's not as like ornate and extra. It's really not. But for the most part, I don't believe your ancestors even have to give you permission to do that. That's something that you do with your own free will, because all of it is honestly with your own free will. And how do I explain this? This is a lot. I know I've been saying I'm gonna do a video on the occult and Satanism and stuff like that, but I said get me to 100K and then I'll do it. Okay, and I promise I will. So start sharing, liking, all of that, commenting. But yeah, that's interesting. Is she just hearing voices in her head and she thinks that her ancestors telling her to work with demons? Because that doesn't even, I never heard anything like that. That's typically like a very human decision that people make, not a, oh, you should work with the demons, honey. Like, no. Over the next month, December 2021 to January 2022. Oh, duh. December's the last month. I'm saying, like, what? Things got weird. Ashley started doing readings on Cam and I. Oh, I didn't change his name. I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. How do I know? Because she sent one of them to me. She sent me pictures of a true spell to read and only told me one of the spell bottles in the photo was mine until afterwards. Apparently, I passed the test. She started inviting only Cam over to her house without telling me. Like, he wasn't going to tell me. She sends me a text the next morning saying, by the way, your husband spent the night on my couch. And I would have slapped the shit out of her. What? My response? I know. I packed the pajamas he wore because he was already at work when you invited him over. I kept seeing 113 everywhere and couldn't figure it out. She painted me a goat version of Lucifer. That actually sounds pretty interesting. That I should have never accepted, but Lilith gave me a heads up later about it. Oh, she's lit. Oh, love Lilith. She ended up needing a plan B after a happy accident with Cam. I don't like this girl already. Ashley she seemed like she doing this on purpose. She just wants your nigga. And that's why I would never. Shout out to y'all that can do it successfully, which is a very small percentage of you. But most of the time, yeah, it just be about some bullshit. Women, magneton. No. Her period came a few days late, but all tests came out negative. She's just being an extra bitch then. But anyway, brown recluse spiders started appearing in the house. What? Spiders? Woo! Which I should have known was her because spiders have 8 legs and eyes, and October means 8. Very true. I had a weird dream where she was naked on my bed while Cam, also naked, was at the foot of the bed, panting after her like a dog. Oh, she did a love spell on that man using demons. That's exactly what it sounded like. She tried it. She keeps telling him no until he gives up. Then she starts feeling him up, but he's no longer interested. She finally notices me standing there and takes off running. I catch Ashley at the door and she's so eager to leave. She doesn't realize that she's trying to put on one of my kids' shoes instead of her own. I take it from her and hand Ashley her actual shoe. I looked her dead in the face and told her, don't ever do that again. I believe that dream was her attempt at a love spell on my husband. Woo! I'm always right, baby. I'll be having them instincts for me. January 13th, 2022, she broke up with me over the phone while I was at work, but requested that I not tell Cam until he got home from work so it didn't ruin his day. Did she break up with you and not him? Did she break up with both of y'all? Fuck. If I have a bad day, though, we stayed in contact, talking less than before, of course. More and more brown recluse spiders started appearing around me and the kids now, along with these huge black spiders that are harmless. Yeah, no, they're harmless. I'm terrified of spiders. I don't want nothing to do with a spider. She asked me what happens if you send a spirit to someone who has the same guide. It depends. There's different venerations of different spirits. Different cultures have different rules and such. That's a very loaded question with a very loaded answer, and she do too much because at that point, you know she's trying to say something after you. She's not dumb. I mean, well, she is dumb. My bad. That's what I meant to say. She's very dumb. I told her I honestly don't know, but the spirit may take the side of the more justified one. Yeah. I was about to say that too. Like, yeah, like the person that's in the wrong is more than likely gonna get fucked over, but not as bad since they work with the same spirit. I don't know. The one they have a closer connection to or may refuse to carry out the petition altogether and try to reconcile the two people. She gets a genie lamp, a bastet, and Anubis statue, knowing full well that I work with Bastet and Anubis. She's trying to kill you. Red fucking flags. In February, my kids break the feet off my Bastet, the ears off my Anubis, and shattered my Gaia candle holder. Ceremoniously released them. On March 1st, Cam and Ashley's family are getting concerned about her because they literally can't reach her for a while. Why the hell does Cam care? I thought we broke up. I don't like his concern for her. The last 2 weeks of February, her family has the police break into her house. Turns out she was home that day, just asleep after a third eye meditation. She decided to go hermit mode without telling anyone to get closer to spirit and open her third eye. Everyone at my house fell ill over the next few days, so I did some healing and protection work. The next day after that, I discovered my Carolina Reaper oil has gone rancid. Oh, Lord, that girl's trying to kill you. She tried to take your man and your kids and your house and your life. That's exactly what it sounds like. I decided to make my first DUME with it and set it in the dark, in the same dark place as the Lucifer painting until I was ready to make it. On March 5th, Ashley's father passes away from cancer. Girl, woof. Now that's rough. Later that month, Tavi tells me that she's been attacked by a jinn and I'm the cause. Girl, you started it. What? She claimed that she told me that a wish I made for financial gain was the reason. So she has bound my guides and will release them to take me when I work with it to correct the damage. Who the fuck are you? I was really pissed about that because I would never do anything to anyone over money. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst reasons to do any type of magic. Then I realized that she admitted to binding me. I assured her that I talk to my guides every day, and if my statues broke because my guides were gone, then I'm okay with that. We get new spirit guides throughout our lives. I blocked her after that, and my guides told me to do my first return to sender. Yo, those things are powerful. That's probably the only, I guess, magic I say I dibble back in. Or dibble and dabble in. You guys understand. I will return to sender like a motherfucker. Like, you are not about to fuck me over. Like, no. I used to say that I don't like playing Uno reverse with other witches, but this one seemed necessary. Yeah, absolutely. My period came on unexpectedly that day, so I did my normal meditation with Lilith. I would drink red wine and sit on the toilet, asking her to teach me about demons and monsters. When I wiped, the blood stain looked just like the Lucifer painting. Oh no. I immediately threw it away along with all the clothes and jewelry. This is a different name. This is not the same name that you wrote into me with, so I'm going to assume it's still Ashley. So Ashley gave me. I went for a walk to get some answers from Papa Legba. Hey, gang. I found a whole mess of stuff in the crossroads. In the rancid bottle of Carolina Reaper oil, I added a piece of glass from a car accident, rusty nails, match heads, a broken amethyst, a wasp, and a 9mm bullet casing. Everything except the amethyst I found in the road. I accidentally cut myself while making the spell. I was vibing so low. I wrote her name backwards all over one mirror and wrote return to sender backwards all over a second mirror. Without looking into the mirror, I put period blood on the four corners, then super glued them together, using the DUME as a weight. I visualized mirror dimension from Doctor Strange, intending that her magic would ricochet back to her from all directions. When my candles finished, I smashed the mirrors and disposed of everything down a storm drain. I then went ham on cleansing my house. That sounds like a very heavy return to sender, and I really, really hope it worked. That's a lot. That is really a lot. I don't even understand the point of that girl even doing that. Like, you were her friend, you helped her, you invited her into your relationship, and this is what she does. Like, this is just, yeah, people are ungrateful as fuck. I didn't talk to Ashley again until April. I found out I was pregnant and then found out from my OB that my pap smear came back abnormal, of course. I had HPV. This dirty bitch. So I unblocked Ashley to confront her. I had only been with her and Cam, and my husband had only been with the two of us. Without telling her that I was pregnant, I told her my test results. She admitted that she also had an abnormal pap smear a year before and got a colonoscopy to make sure she didn't have cervical cancer. I asked her to show me the results to prove she didn't knowingly give me a STD. I mean, technically, isn't that her knowingly admitting? Am I tripping? She sends me a cropped screenshot that neither confirmed or denied anything. Her explanation, her medical records got hacked and she can't show me the results. Ah, come on. Like, this girl is so obvious. Like, I hate stupid people. This is not even her being bad at shadow work. She's just fucking dumb. She forgot I was a nursing student at one point and thought I was stuck on stupid. She really did. I looked up colonoscopy, and HPV is in the very definition of the procedure. I decided I was done with her forever and gave her the dead to me special. I took screenshots of what I wanted as receipts, reblocked her, and deleted all message threads and photos. My husband stopped talking to her as well. There's no cure for HPV, so I had to wait 2 years for it to go away on its own. Chat, I didn't even know how HPV works. I'm not even gonna hold you, but shit, at least it went away. I don't like Ashley. On October 9th, 2022, my grandmother, uncle, and aunt started blowing up my phone at work. Apparently, one of Ashley's neighbors got notification at 3 a.m. that their Ring camera while they were at work. Oh, from their Ring camera while they were at work? Okay. When they finally check it, there's Ashley naked and covered in blood banging on her door. The police were called and her house is a confusing mess. She punched out all the mirrors and windows, all the glasses outside the house, so she broke them from the inside. Hold up. This is what happens. This is why you don't work with demons, especially if you don't know what you're doing. She was nowhere to be found and didn't have her phone, obviously, so no one could contact her. They searched for her for 3 days with bloodhounds, drones, helicopters. On October 11th, I had a dream that she was walking through the woods, curled in a fetal position, and died of hypothermia. Woo! That's deep. Okay. Let's hope that's not what happened, because that's wild. My cousin, we're just going to name her Caitlin. My cousin Caitlin suggested doing a reading to locate her or figure out if she was still alive. I told her I wasn't tapping into whatever energy she had going on, especially while pregnant. Yeah, I wouldn't. That's her problem. I hate to say it, but like, when people do shit like that to you, like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, you started it. Yeah, so she decided to do a reading. Caitlin would eventually slowly lose her mind and spend 3 months in a mental health facility because she couldn't get that energy off her. You see, and this is why people need to fucking listen. Like, people need to listen. On October 12th, they found her body 1.5 miles from her home in a pond. Wow. Only her mother has seen the autopsy, but they ruled her injuries self-inflicted and death by suicide by drowning. This is what happens when you dibble and dabble and shit. Like, people don't understand. That's why I be telling y'all, man. My family did not want me to go to her funeral because I was pregnant. Yeah, that's a thing. A lot of cultures don't believe in pregnant women attending funerals, and if they do, they only could go like to the repast or like, yeah. It's a whole thing. I agreed and didn't go. My husband suggested we give our daughter a middle name after Ashley when she was born in 2023. For what? Is your man not privy to this shit? Like, what? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry, that is annoying. Cam and Ashley had the same birthday, and I did have love for her up until the past year, so I agreed. Maybe I'm the problem. Because over my dead body. The fuck? No. I didn't visit her grave until June of 2023. When I locked eyes on her plot, the wind blew some dried up roses onto my leg, and I had to detangle myself from the thorns. Oh, God. I decided to abandon the visit and instead left the flowers at a grave for the Baron and a tree for Mama Brigitte. I'm done. Yeah, like that, yo, that is wild. The spiders came back full throttle after that visit. I even started having one weird dream after another with her in it, including one where Ashley wanted a baby with Cam and not one named after her. See? Yeah, it's giving jealous. It's giving she tried to steal your life and she tried to use your guides to do it, and they showed her. Okay, they gave her straight back to the fucking devil that she came from. I'm sorry. Was that mean? I apologize. I need to be nicer. I'm trying to be nicer. I'm working on being nicer. But fuck her. Her ex-fiance contacted me seeking answers about a miscarriage she apparently had when she was with us. I didn't read that part of the story. She ain't telling none of us about this. Not me acting like I'm in the story. Like, what? What are you talking about? What? She claimed it was Damon's, but I'm sure she lied to him because we would have noticed her bleeding for weeks. Yeah, that's true. You will still test positive on a pregnancy test for almost a month after you have or lose a baby. She took a plan B, had a period, and tested negative in the time frame she told Damon. I straightened out everything and told him we will never know the truth now because we won't. Only she knew the truth and she's gone. I decided to do a cord cutting after that, but every one of them would go up in flames and damage something. Yeah, that sounds about right. I tried a black walnut bath, okay, to avoid burning down my house, but the package got stuck in some sort of machine at the post office and was destroyed. Listen. I don't know what type of shit this girl was nibbling in, but that shit is still fucking with you. I have a very interesting synopsis about this. I think she tried to sell your soul so that she could take your life. If that makes sense, you guys understand? Like kind of like a soul swap type of situation. That is exactly what it sounds like she tried to do, because that's insane. The girl is dead and shit is still coming after you. That's a problem. No. June 2024, I almost died due to an ectopic pregnancy that ruptured, then reattached to my placenta to my ovary. They had to remove the baby and my entire right ovary. Oh my God, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I had so many spiders appear after that. I contacted an Arabic witch to figure out once and for all that jinn situation. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that situation. She confirmed that I needed to do a specific ritual at Ashley's grave to get rid of the binding she placed on me. Yeah, she definitely did some shit. A spider appeared on her desk during the reading, which she killed immediately. Yeah. A confirmation. I did the ritual and haven't seen any sign of Ashley since. I haven't seen any more spiders. Oh, thank God. After her death, I found out the more I learned about Ashley, the less I really knew about her. I thought we shared everything, but she was always wearing a mask. She wore a different mask with everyone, and that disappointed me. I didn't really grieve her death because she was already dead to me even before then. I was already okay with never seeing her again. Death just made it more final in a sense. I'm ready to let the memory and emotions with them go too, because the person I knew was fake. I never knew the real her, and I never will. I'm okay with that. That was a story, bruh. I'm happy you're okay. This was wicked. I'm happy your kids are okay. This was, she passed away. Like, I did not expect that. But this is what I be telling y'all. Be careful, bro. This is why I be telling y'all, like, do not just be doing things to do things. Don't be thinking because you watch a couple TikTok videos and you do a few Google searches and you use ChatGPT, you could just go out here calling spirits in your closet. Okay, some spirits are nicer than most. Some spirits will definitely, neglect the fact that you didn't do something correctly. But for the most part, with a lot of things, they're very specific. You need a specific amount of this, a specific amount of that. And if you do something off, it will backfire, and it doesn't matter that you had good intent. Okay, it's very unfortunate that she lost her life. So I will say rest in peace to her. But just judging off the story, she did not seem like a good person. This is very unfortunate. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people that do pass away because they do shit that they shouldn't be doing, like dealing with demons and not doing it properly. There are people that have had great stories working with demons, just like how there's angel protectors and deities and stuff like that. There are also demon protectors and stuff like that that also don't wreak havoc on your life, again, if you do things properly. So with that being said, of course, like I said, please make sure you send your stories to this email. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next time.